Welcome to RatRod Television, your home for thrust, lust, and rust. We're going to take you on a journey into backyards and garages where junkabilly mechanics grab and fab their own cars from whatever they can find. There are no rules in the old school. You can win the brand new Lincoln Power MIG welder in the RatRod build competition. Throttle down, boys, and get ready for some hair-bending automotive entertainment. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Miss Rad, and welcome to another episode of RatRod TV. Today, we're going to take you to Kirk Sawyer's garage in El Cajon, California, to show you his 31 Ford build.
The crew traveled to El Cajon, California to visit Kirk Sawyer's garage and check out his 1931 Ford build.
I'm Kirk Sawyer, and this is my rat rod. 31 two-door. 6-inch job, 5-inch panel.
We're off. So where'd you find this body?
Right out of North Dakota. Got a little rumble to it. Nice day for a ride in a rat rod.
Perfect day for it.
Oh yeah.
So you found this thing in North Dakota?
Yep, sir. Paid sort of a lot for it in hot rod standards. Paid $2,800 for it, but it had a clear title, which made it a lot easier when I went to title the thing. That's for sure.
How far have you driven it?
It's only got about 100 miles on it right now. It's still fresh. It's ready for the car show season. Get out, let some people see it, scare some people. It definitely gets people's attention, that's for sure.
How long did it take you to build it?
7 months, start to finish. Did it all.
What was the inspiration for this roof?
Just want to do something different, have no stability to the roof. And, oh no, it looks cool to me. Doesn't drive too bad for rat rod, huh?
Not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad.
Better than some I've been in.
Plus my knees aren't up in my face. Actually sitting where I'm supposed to sit, that's the part I like.
How many shows have you had it in?
Nothing yet.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
When's your first show?
I'm not sure. There's a bunch of my buddies are out in Yuma this weekend for a show out there, but I wasn't able to make that one. So I'm ready for anything. I'm ready to get out and let it be seen. I know people are going to strip out on it.
You get gassed over here.
Huh?
You get gassed over here.
Yeah. That's half the fun of it. Gets you warm when it's cold out. That's the heater.
Stick your hand out the window.
That's my heater.
It's the heater.
That's it. I got little baffles in there. They sound even better when I take the baffles out.
Oh, you're baffled right now.
Yeah.
RatRod Television is brought to you by Lincoln Electric, the welding experts, Chicago Pneumatic, pull the trigger, Ray Bestis, the best in brakes, Seal the Deal with Mr. Gaskin, by Monster Transmission, eat my shift, Comp Cams, go faster, by TrailerShopper.com, buy, sell, and trade, by SummitRacing.com, and by Full Contact Wrench. Grip it, don't strip it. Chicago Pneumatic is the official air tool of RatRodTV. Do you want to know why? They're built to work and they're built to last. You can pay more for other tools, but you're not going to get more. Chicago Pneumatic is the RatRodder's tool of choice. So fill your hand and feel the power. Check out the full line of Chicago Pneumatic products at cp.com/RR. cp.com/RR and pull the trigger on one of these babies.
Bet you'd never thought you'd see this on a RatRod TV show. We're doing it, so you won't change the channel. Is it working?
Couple things, work being real slow, having too much time on my hands for one, and the fact on my last build, my 62 Chevy, everybody and their mother didn't do what they said they were going to do, and that just annoyed the out of me. And I know stuff can be done in a certain amount of time, and so I wanted to do it. I wanted to know that it could be done, and I built the whole car in 7 months. I think that's pretty good for one-man wrecking crew. My goal was a year, to build it within a year and under 10,000, so I might have went just a little over 10,000, but it's all good. I'm driving, having fun, so it's all good. It's an old tractor grill. The middle part's a tractor grill, an eBay find. Made the top spider part to match my custom roof, and me and a friend designed the bottom little part just to make it look like a little bit lower in the front. When I got all on there, it looked like it was too high, so we added a little skirt on the bottom to give an effect of being a little lower than it actually was. Actually, the wheels are actually a Ford Explorer winter wheel. They use them in the East Coast when they salt the roads. They're like $40 a piece for the rims. They sort of have that old artillery wheel look. Figure $40 a wheel, I mean, that's a lot cheaper than the artilleries are going for. So, and then the tires are from Jose down at the tire shop. Got me rolling. We want to put some whites on it, but white walls are quite a bit of money right now, so we'll have to put some whites on it before too long, because that'll complete the look. Got disc brakes in the front with the Speedway front end, got a 4-inch drop front end, disc brakes, and then the rear end's the big 9-inch truck rear end, so it has the big 2 1/4 drums on there. So I mean, it's more stopping power than this little 2,000-pound car needs. Those are probably one of the most expensive things. I spent $400 on those, but they're awesome. They sound so good. Plus, they're baffled. All these places that are red, once I sprayed my red down, before I sprayed my green, I went through with the spray bottle with oil, and just wherever I wanted it to bleed through, I just sprayed oil on top of it, and then spray my green on top, and then it just flaked right off. Old hot rodders will notice that one. Big parts, some swap meet parts, a lot of parts handed down from friends. Like we're on the way up to the LA Roadster show, where I found the steering box, and by the time I got up to the show, my 3 friends that were on my way up there with me already giving me half the car, you know. All my paint came from him, and this is cool, you know, guys helping guys, handing stuff, you know. If you got parts laying around that you're not going to use, why not give it to your buddy that's going to use them, you know. That's hot rodding. That's the way it should be. an old sewer door, New York sewer door. What was gonna be my gas door, but ended up being too low. So, but it looks cool on there, you know. Oh, here's another good one. When I had him loaded up, I told him to put a couple bullet holes in there before he loaded up on the trailer. He was out in the boonies in the middle of nowhere. He's like, sure, no problem. Man, that's some of my buddy Kong's nice work. Does outstanding work. Do it. Have fun doing it. Don't listen to anybody. There's no rules. You can do whatever the hell you want. Somebody says you can't, that's just a reason to do it. If you do it right, I don't see any problem with safety. Mine tracks down the freeway fine. It's just, if you want to cut corners and go cheap, yeah, you can have safety issues, but if you're going to build it right, you know, you might spend a couple more bucks, but you're going to be safe and be able to drive it where you want to drive it. When I got all completely done, had a little death wobble in it, and getting the death wobble figured out, and that was probably the hardest part of the whole thing. Everything else, just did a step at a time, didn't really get too stressed out about anything. Oh, I'd like to do an older truck. An older truck would be fun. Like I said, it don't take a whole bunch. It takes the willpower to do it, and you know, whatever tools it takes to get the job done. Old WD-40 can found in the back shed. Look at, from the 50s or 60s, still sprays.
Nice job on the Ford, Kirk. I really like the sewer gas cap. The Essex build is coming up next. Stay tuned.
Rip it. Don't strip it.
There's only one tool you need to remove tough nuts.
Rip it. Don't strip it.
The revolutionary new tri-point jaw changes the game.
Rip it. Don't strip it.
Ordinary adjustable wrenches only grab on 2 points. The new full contact wrench applies pressure to 3 sides and is guaranteed not to slip or strip.
Rip it. Don't strip it.
The more pressure, the tighter it grips. Make full contact today at fullcontactwrench.com.
Rip it. Don't strip it.
High performance for life with MLS head gaskets from Mr. Gasket. Engineered for high compression, turbo, supercharged, and nitrous engines. MLS is the multi-layered leak-proof answer guaranteed to seal in performance. Lock it in for life with MLS from Mr. Gasket.
XL, the GM-HEI corrected distributor cap. Eliminate crossed ignition wires and dress up your engine for a clean look. A plug-and-play fit with ultra-high dielectric strength to resist arc-through. The GM-HEI corrected distributor cap. New from XL.
This segment of RatRod TV is brought to you by KillBillet.com.
Well, here we are at the official home of the 1926 Essex build in Team Leader's backyard. We're ready to shoot the front suspension install, and much to my surprise, Adrian has a new girlfriend, and he's MIA. Patrick has run off to a hot rod church retreat. We don't know when he's coming back, and Harley is on assignment for Trucking Magazine. So that leaves Team Leader and myself to finish the suspension, so let's get at it.
Team Leader dug into the front suspension project by changing his mind, as usual. He changed the radius rod connections by drilling through the frame and lowering the bungs 3 inches to give the install more strength and a cleaner look.
We'll go ahead and clean these up so we can put them through here, and we'll get them tacked on here in a minute, and hopefully this will work out for us. Look good, everything's fine. We'll clean up the inside so it looks a little better. That's what I'm talking about. Vision there.
The rods and front axle are 40 Ford that we picked up at Team Leader's dad's wrecking yard in Douglas, California. They cost about $250.
I'm messing up my sinking program.
The custom spring perch was measured, leveled, and tacked to the frame rail. The perch is part of a matching set that includes shocks/headlight and motor mounts. They cost about $220. The next step was to fabricate a set of spring shackle mounts, and as you can see, the design is simple and utilitarian. The new Lincoln Tomahawk plasma cutter made easy work of this job.
Look at these pieces of metal. What do I envision? Wrong, devils. Ha. Gonna do some what? What size bolt is this? Oh, looks pretty tight, huh?
The mounts were tacked into place in preparation to mount the front spring that we scabbed from Patrick's Model A. That cost about 2 bits. The original idea was to use old Ford wire wheels and bias ply white walls on the front of the car, but when Rick found the rusted spokes, he was dead set on using them on this build. We picked them up for $200. The cost on the front suspension is about $670, and now we need to find a pair of inner tubes. Got any ideas? Let us know.
A lot better.
It's obvious that his heart is in drag racing, and that would explain the 127-inch wheelbase. The dummy block was set into place to determine clearances for the water pump and the custom radiator that will be fabricated at Coolcraft in Los Angeles. And we'll take you to the Coolcraft factory to show you how they are made in a future episode. Finally, the Essex is a roller, and we can move on to the motor build as soon as we find a pair of 350 heads that meet with team leaders' approval. If you think this build is taking a long time to complete, well, you're right. As with most projects, we are behind schedule and over budget, and we still have a long way to go.
Meat on the hot rod grill. Whoa, steaks, looks good, huh?
Delicious.
As you can see, we've got the front end mounted here. We went ahead and got the spring purchased from my buddy Alex. These were already made up. Alex at American Roadster did these. We took the spring and got it set up to the height of this, then mounted the front end off of that. We made these little brackets on the bottom side so that we could put the perch on it. When we get it off later, we'll grind it and give it a nice weld and bead and make it look good here. We went ahead and set the motor in. The motor mounts are on here now, and we're going to go ahead and set the tranny up. We're probably going to recess it back in a little bit, put the water pump on and see what our clearance issue is here. We're going to go ahead and mount the body to the frame.
There's a lesson to be learned here. Not all projects go as planned, especially when you're working with budget restrictions. It's all part of the adventure.
I told you this was going to be interesting.
A new trailer for my motorcycle and was about to go out looking for one when I realized I gotta sell my old one. Good thing I found TrailerShopper.com. I can do both at the same time right from home. At TrailerShopper.com, I can shop for a livestock trailer if I needed one, a race car, snowmobile, cargo, or even a horse trailer. Trust me, if you're looking to buy or sell any kind of trailer, new or used, you can do it at TrailerShopper.com. And sellers, your first classified ad is free, even free one ads. TrailerShopper.com.
Time to join RatRod Ricky in the studio garage. He's going to reveal this week's Lincoln WIN-A-MIG competition and tell us what's going on in the RatRod world.
Thanks, Red. Nice hose job. You know, we've seen a lot of cars here on RatRod TV, but this one takes the cake. I saw this car and couldn't resist taking the photo. Now, I don't know how the surface of this car acquired its rust patina. A Rolls Royce is made of aluminum. Well, if you could figure this one out, let me know. We found this car on YouTube and we cannot locate the owner. I found the headlight and fender combination fascinating. I really like the narration on this video. If you listen real close, you can hear heavy breathing, a dog panting, and then of course a woman directing from behind the camera. Ain't that the way that goes, don't you know? Well, if you know whose car this is, let us know. Paul Buford is an architect from Brookhaven, Mississippi, and he sent us these watercolor illustrations to share with you. Now, Paul started focusing on auto architecture, beginning with grills, and then realized this was a great way to combine his love for old rusty cars with his painting skills. And yes, he can do an illustration of your car. Just email him a photo of your favorite car, and he'll be happy to work a deal. You can reach him at pebarts.com right here on the bottom of the screen. Now, we're sending Paul a photo of the Essex, and we can't wait to see what he does with that. This week's entry in the Lincoln WIN-A-MIG competition comes to us from Mike Bermudez in Bay City, Michigan. It's a '39 Ford truckster called Damaged Goods. The cab was chopped 6 inches in back, 5 in front, with the windshield laid back 7 inches. The grille was shortened 4. The hood was stretched to make up for the rake on the grille. The bed is a 40 Chevy pickup. It was shortened to 39 inches and narrowed, and it sits on a 70s International Scout frame. It sports a 403 Olds with a 79 Pontiac tranny. The 73 Mustang rear was narrowed 8 inches. It rolls on 20-inch rear wheels and 46 Ford fronts. The rear leaf springs were tagged from a Cushman 3-wheel cart. The front suspension is connected to a 48 Ford straight axle. Front brakes also 48 Ford. Taillights 48 Ford. Seats and steering box also from the 70s International. It has Harley pipes and 40s Rio fire truck headlights. Total build cost right around $2,500. Well, good job, Mike. You're in the running to win the Lincoln Power MIG welder, and your Viking welding helmet with adjustable glass is on the way. Absolutely free. Compliments of Lincoln Electric. Now, if you don't enter your car, you can't win this baby right here. We're getting some interesting email. This one comes from John Boyd. He writes, "Love the show. As for all you non-rat-rodder or grab-and-fab guys, I think you're all douchebags, and you obviously don't get the jalopy scene. So turn your channel to the Lifetime channel and watch RatRod TV for the real hot rods." Here's another one from Jason. He writes, "This term for a car is BS. Anyone that calls a car a rat rod is an ignorant F word. And just because something doesn't have flashy paint or chrome doesn't make it a rat rod. Anyone that pays attention to this BS show is an idiot." Go to RatRodTV.com and check out our store. The new Flex Fit Flat Brim, you try saying that 3 times, hats, along with the embroidered beanies are going to be available soon, along with episodes 4, 5, and 6 in collector DVD sets. So go to RatRodTV.com and do your shopping today. It's open 24 hours. Follow us on Twitter and go to cp.com/RR and check out the new RatRod Special Edition newsletter from Chicago Pneumatic. While you're there, look into the high school tool program. It's fabulous. Chicago Pneumatic is the official air tool of RatRod TV. We love them. They're built to work, they're built to last, and they're inexpensive. So check those out at cp.com/RR. Well, here we are, out of gas again. Remember, if you're going to build it safe or don't build it at all, and we'll see you at Viva Vegas.
RatRod Television is brought to you by Lincoln Electric, the welding experts, Chicago Pneumatic, pull the trigger, Ray Vestas, the best in brakes, Seal the Deal with Mr. Gaskin, by Monster Transmission, Eat My Shift, Comp Cams, Go Faster, by TrailerShopper.com, buy, sell, and trade, by SummitRacing.com, and by Full Contact Wrench. Grip it, don't strip it.
Here's an outtake for you. Watch.
Try and keep your top on now. We got to stay
Right?
on the air.
Okay.
And I didn't wear pasties today.
You want to say something like, "Oh, I just love washing dirty rods."
Where the hell did you come from?
What?
The dirty old man with some dirty lines.
Told you this bill was going to be interesting.
I know the line. I'm not retarded. How's this for a clean job?
hose job. Try this again.
I know what it is, but I didn't have the hose. I'm popping out.
Need some duct tape?
Yep.
How you doing, man?
Alright, that's a cut.
High performance for life with MLS head gaskets from Mr. Gasket. Engineered for high compression, turbo, supercharged, and nitrous engines. MLS is the multi-layer leak-proof answer guaranteed to seal in performance. Lock it in for life with MLS from Mr. Gasket.
XL, the GMHEI corrected distributor cap. Eliminate crossed ignition wires and dress up your engine for a clean look. A plug-and-play fit with ultra-high dielectric strength to resist arc through. The GMHEI corrected distributor cap. New from XL.
Got the ride. Now get the edge at SummitRacing.com. Find parts fast with customizable search options. Shop by keyword, brand name, make, model, and more. Plus, find great deals in the Saving Central section. Get parts quick and easy with online checkout and fast shipping. And get the job done right with helpful instruction sheets, part suggestions, and a huge tech archive. It's all at SummitRacing.com, your ultimate power tool.